One of the scariest things that can happen to a taxpayer during the course of an audit is when the IRS suddenly stops communicating. The examiner will not return phone calls, letters go unresponded to. And the reason that this might happen is that there has potentially been a referral made to the Criminal Investigations Division because the examiner has uncovered what they call badges of fraud that they want the Criminal Investigation Division to look at. So this would typically happen if there's been documentation that looks suspicious that's been provided to the examiner. They've uncovered books and records of the taxpayer that are different than the books and records that were provided, or they have information from the taxpayer that they believe to be untruthful. The reason that the examiner would stop responding is when they make a criminal referral to the division of the IRS that reviews that, they have to wait until they hear back to see whether or not the Criminal Investigations Division is going to pick up the case and remove it from civil jurisdiction or tell them to continue with the civil investigation. Even if the Criminal Investigation Division doesn't pick up the case as a criminal investigative matter, and the IRS examiner now starts responding, you have a pretty good suspicion that the examiner is going to be looking at assessing what's known as a fraud penalty, which is a 75% penalty on any tax that is discovered as additional tax that's due. So it's really important at that point to be working with a professional that knows what would be necessary for the IRS to assert a fraud penalty and how to combat that.